My name is Daniel Entzminger, and I am the head girls varsity basketball coach at Christ Covenant School. And I want to thank everyone for all of the hard work and the effort that was put in this season. We set a record for the most wins of a varsity basketball team at Christ Covenant, also for the most points scored in our girls team. And this couldn't have happened without the efforts of all of our players who worked so hard in practice and during the games this year. Also with our coaches, I want to thank Ben Crabtree and Lynn Seiler for all their hard work. They were there when I could not be there, and I appreciate everything they did to help our program be successful this past season. And also for our parents, you sacrificed and were willing to give up your time to make sure your girls got to where they needed to be for us to have a successful season. So I wanted to thank you as well. Also want to thank our first graduating senior, Natalie Draper. She's been with our program since the beginning, and I appreciate how much she has improved over the last several years, not only in her skills, but also in her attitude and her hard work, and we certainly will miss her next year. Our offensive player probably is no surprise. It is Olivia Entzminger. She led our team in scoring, and she averaged 13.5 points a game, barely edging out her sister, Eliza. She also led our team with assists and rebounds this season. She was able not only to create shots for herself, but also to create shots for her teammates. And she is continuing to work hard to expand her game even in the off-season, so we're going to look forward to see what she can do for us again next season. Our Defensive Player of the Year goes to a young lady who is outstanding on the defensive end of the floor. We had several good defensive players this season, and Kayliana worked hard for us, and Sam worked hard for us on defense, and we had a lot of good defensive players. But this young lady was probably the best defender in the conference, and she led the team in steals and deflections. We had her play the one in the box and one a lot, which means she had to go man-to-man with the other team's best player a lot of times, and she did that several times for us throughout the course of the season. And I had, during one game, the other team's best player got so frustrated, she told her coach, she said, "Just take me out. I can't get away from her. Just take me out." And that team's athletic director told me later on that season that this young lady was by far the best defender that he had seen all year long in our conference, and that player is Bethany Carrolls. And then our Coaches Award goes to a young lady who had played a little bit for us throughout the course of the season, and as the season went on, we had injuries and illnesses and other obligations that came up for certain players. And because of that, this young lady who had played only a little bit at the beginning of the season turned out to be a starter for us. And in my opinion, she was our most improved player throughout the course of the season. And that award would go to Miss Sam Taylor. And Sam is a tremendous athlete. She's certainly good in softball and other sports, but I am excited to see what the future holds for her on the basketball court as well. I think the future is bright for Christ Covenant Girls Varsity Basketball, and we're looking forward to the upcoming season, and we want to thank you for your support over this past year, and certainly we're looking forward to see what God holds for us in 2020-2021.